guys. I already posted my hashtag show and tell video for today. Made my eyes water. So smoky outside. And I am wearing a camouflage shirt today because I have a golf tournament at another country club outside the gates. And I don't leave here very often. I don't like to. In fact, I rarely do. The last time I left the gates here was to pick up at Sandra from the airport. But I'm leaving today, and so I am in stealth mode, camouflage. Now, I posted just a few minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, a new activity. It says, what's the most interesting job you've had? Make a post with hashtag job and tell us about it. And on Tuesday, the 25th, which is tomorrow, I'll give extra tips for anyone that has a badge or includes pictures or videos or a good story in their post. Now, in my post, I included a photo of a submarine. This photo was taken at Disneyland. And when I was pretending to go to college, one of the jobs that I usually had 2. I sometimes had 3 jobs at the same time. One of the jobs was at Disneyland. And a lot of interesting things happened working at Disneyland. I'll tell you about 2 of them. I won't tell you about the time that I was with Michael Jackson. I won't tell you about that. But in this photo, you can see that a submarine of the Disney submarine fleet, which is the 7th largest submarine fleet in the world, by the way, is emerging from the lagoon through the torrential waterfall. And that will become important as you hear this story. I was a captain of a submarine. I had under my control as many as 30 souls to protect on the high seas. And on this particular day, I had a boatload full of Japanese tourists. I had just finished a dangerous mission on the high seas, and I was emerging from the waterfall, approaching the docks. Now, if you see in this picture, the blue panel on the top of the submarine, that is the one of 2 hatches that has stairs and allows the Japanese tourists to onboard and offboard from the submarine to the docks. I was approaching the docks. I pulled the release hatches to open up those compartments, those panels. So now those panels are open. Real open. And at that very moment, word came over the radio. Submarine 009er, which had been following me on the mission and was still in the lagoon, had not yet come through the waterfall. They had a severe mechanical issue. They were stranded. And the Maritime Code dictates that any available captain must perform a rescue operation. I had all the available supplies. I had a tow rope. I had the training. I put my submarine into reverse and proceeded back through the dangerous waterfalls to reach Submarine 009er. With the hatches open. And I started to hear a lot of confused, panicked screaming in Japanese as the waterfall began to flood the submarine under my command. I couldn't stop the submarine fast enough. And after the rear hatch had been inundated with the waterfall, the front hatch then became flooded by the waterfall. Now, to the best of my knowledge, that was the only time in the history of the Disney submarine fleet that a captain managed to sink one of the submarines. My submarine went straight to the bottom of the railroad tracks that guide through the danger. They turned they turned off the waterfall, and a third submarine was then required to rescue my craft and Submarine 009er. And that was a tense day for Disneyland and Japanese international relations. Okay? So that is a story about an interesting job that I had. But it's not the only story. Here is a video on YouTube called Walt Disney World 20th Celebration. The Dream is Alive. Now, I worked at Disneyland in California, and Walt Disney World is in Orlando, Florida. And they had been filming a TV special to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Walt Disney World in Florida. They were filming it in Florida until the weather went bad and they had to finish up some shots at Disneyland in California and pretend that it was Walt Disney World in Florida. I was made aware of this by a sign-up sheet in the Tomorrowland office, and I wrote my name on it. Sure, I'll be on TV. This program aired nationwide on one of the 3 main channels of the country in front of hundreds of millions of people. There I am. I was in, 5 or 6 scenes of this show, and it took all day for them to film it. Took all day. This was my first time in front of a camera. And as you can see, I haven't gotten any better. I peaked in 1991. Okay? So that is my hashtag job story of an interesting job that I had. And I will wait to see what other posts you guys make between now and Tuesday, July 25th. Now, I'll also remind you that today is the last day for my hashtag selfie activity. And with any luck, I will be producing the video with your picture and the Let's Go song that you guys voted for yesterday. Okay? So I am a busy man. I know that all of you are busy. And I will talk to you probably tomorrow. See ya.